In a Handful of Minutes is brought to you by those little hairs on the back of your neck. Aren't they great?
Hey guys, in this week's episode I'm going to be joined by a special guest presenter who will be working in tandem with me. Normally you wouldn't be able to see him, but thanks to movie magic, you can. Schizophrenics often perceive themselves as being followed by a shadowy individual who mimics their every movement, has its own opinions on what they're doing, and is constantly watching them. In 2006, surgeons who were evaluating an epileptic woman for surgery accidentally discovered that they could artificially induce this effect by electrically stimulating the left temporoparietal lobe of her brain. This has left consumers across the globe wondering whether or not they should purchase the General Electric Shadow Buddy helmet. Yes, with one press of a button on the remote, you can directly stimulate your left temporoparietal lobe with incredibly safe and thoroughly tested Chinese electricity. Let's look at the pros and cons of having your own shadow person. The song Me and My Shadow would gain additional meaning for you. Plus it'd be pretty surreal to sing that at the karaoke bar with your shadow buddy, provided of course the electrocution cap doesn't bugger the microphone. If you're an embarrassingly self-conscious white person, then you can at least claim to have one black friend. And think of the children. How many children's stories have kids running around with special magical friends? It'd be just like, My Neighbor Totoro if My Neighbor Totoro had existed as a result of shocking the crap out of the kid's brain. Now it's true, having a shadowy person constantly whispering in your ear and giving, second opinions on things could get annoying. I'm sure annoying is how schizophrenics who genuinely suffer from this condition would describe it. But the nice thing about an artificially induced shadow person is you can make him go away whenever you want. So say if he's whispering stock tips, yes, keep him around. If, say, he's telling you to murder your whole family and be really paranoid and everything you're doing is wrong and you're a piece of human misery and you would probably be better used as a building block in a giant creepy house made out of human flesh, well, I'm pretty sure that both manufacturers and I would recommend that you turn off the product. So when all is said and done, should you get your own shadow person helmet? Well, I gotta be honest, I couldn't find any scientific studies or whatnot to help me find out whether or not repeatedly shocking your brain for the purposes of having your own schizophrenic effect in your life has any long-term lasting problems. But I can't say as I see repeatedly electrically stimulating the same part of your brain as being a good thing. I could definitely see some kind of Pavlovian training going on there. Plus, as far as the whisperings, what if the shadow person whispers to you to not make him or her go away? So in the end, in the interest of public safety, I'm going to have to go against our sponsors here and not recommend that you shock your brains to induce an aspect of schizophrenia. I am not endorsing that. Please don't do it and put the results on YouTube. That would be terrible. I would be terrible. Terrible. See you next week.
What Oliver missed there was how this could easily change your opinion on shadowboxing. Consider the whole stop hitting yourself routine, for example. Man, this show gets weird.
General Electric Shadow Buddy helmet. Yes, with the helmet and its handy remote, you can just press a button and immediately distribute electricity all over your areas, swimsuit areas. And most other... Now, I don't believe it's going to give you rock hard 8-hour erections. I don't know if constantly electrocuting your... Embarrassingly self-conscious white people can claim to have at least one black friend.